What's up, guys? Got a blues lesson for you today. This is going to be just a simple basic one. Just going to start with the basics. So we're going to do this in A, and we're just going to talk about improvising and soloing in this lesson. So I went ahead and looped a blues progression, and basically the only thing you really need to know here is the pentatonic scale, the minor pentatonic scale. We're going to start on A. And then we're just going to add one note to it to make it a little more bluesy, and that's called the blue note. So that's going to be here, you've got A, C, D, E. It's right between the D and the E, or the 4 and the 5th scale degree. And that's, so it lives in 2 spots since we have 2 octaves, and we're just going to stick with this shape. We're going to keep it simple. So we've got it there, after it's a D sharp, E flat, however you want to refer to that. So the next one here, there's your D, there's your D sharp. So check it out, listen to this. Pentatonic, minor pentatonic. Now add the blue note. Way bluesier, and it's just really important to know that and to utilize that note. Now when I first show my students this, a lot of times they'll play stuff like they'll just land on it naturally. I just showed it to them. It's not necessarily bluesy sounding. In fact, this is kind of where you get into some more darker, heavier music, heavy metal stuff, Black Sabbath kind of stuff. That's a Black Sabbath riff. Anyway, sidetrack. So it's a passing tone, which means pass over it, and it gives you tension temporarily that we can resolve. You can always bend into that as well. So learn this scale, and even no matter how much time you've put into it, what you want to do then is to get a backing track or loop pedal and loop the blues progression. I got one here. And then just start playing ideas over it. The simplest way to get started is just to dive right in. So maybe just start, just see how it sounds. Now, just listening to that, it definitely fits. Obviously, this isn't really improvising. So, what am I going to do to improvise? Just pick a note. And maybe then just play another note. Keep it simple at first. Now, a good thing, an idea to think about here. So first of all, just play the scale. Just have fun with it, actually, is the first thing you need. Just have fun. Just make sounds, create lines, do whatever the hell you want to do. It's improvisation. So part of the way to get good at it is just to be shitty for a while. Who cares what it sounds like? It doesn't matter. You're learning how to express yourself. So now, if you want some tips, if you've been doing that already, just playing that scale. First of all, let's find a note to end on that sounds good. So let's just start with the 1, which is the A. So you got the root note A there, A there, A up there, right? So we can do like a, and it sounds like basically like a completed sentence. It's like a period. And now this is just something you don't want to do that every time, but check it out. Say something and end on that note. So maybe I start here. Just ending on that note. Just do it a few times. Now maybe I'll end on the higher one. I'm just using this minor pentatonic scale with the balloon note. And then one on the lower one. Let's end on the very last one here. Now you may notice too, I'm leaving space in between my phrases. Really important. You don't want to just keep playing. Okay, so that's just ending on the one every time. It's a great exercise, a great way to get started playing the blues. Now, of course, you're not going to want to necessarily end on the root note every time. It'll kind of tend to start to get a little too repetitive. So, pick another note. This is where scale degrees are so important. I've taught lessons on this. Check out other lessons, and I'm going to continue to teach lessons about this. Know your scale degrees. Now, I'm aware of these scale degrees. I'm aware of the blue note. It's in between the 4 and the 5. Call it sharp 4, flat 5, tritone, whatever you want to name it, but it's in between the 4 and the 5. That's the passing tone that I've been playing a little bit. And then we've been landing on the 1, which is ultimate resolution. So the next one we can think about resolving. Let's just try the 5, see how that sounds. So the 5 is going to be the E. It's there. So there's 2 5s. There. So check it out, see what it sounds like when I end on the 5. Now I'll end on the 1. Okay, so this is just a good little ear training. You can kind of hear. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and you can mimic this too. And notice that I'm not telling you how to get to the 5. That's up to you. Have fun. I've been playing for a long time, so don't get discouraged if you're not playing as smoothly or as complex as I am. It's not about that. It's about expressing yourself. It's about having fun, and you get better along the way. So this is just the first lesson. I'm going to teach some more on the blues, playing the blues. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm just going to jam a little bit on some blues and play it out here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.